Do 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 do. Boink.
Pretty nice day until it's fucking cold.
Yeah, a little chill, but for February. Is any of this a good view? Not the greatest views today. What if I do this? Alright, that's Greenhorn Mountain right there.
Getting right in the storm.
But what we're really doing... Does that ice cream have any high fructose corn syrup in it?
Nope.
Hey, Forever Love is here. Hi, Forever Love. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Say hi, Bubby.
We're having root beer floats.
Root beer floats today. It is 60 degrees in Colorado in February.
For some reason.
We're letting the car cool down because it's so warm and it needs to be fixed. But we can still drive it, so we drive it with care. Don't make them too...
She's not total garbage, just somewhat garbage.
Ooh, this is gonna be yummy. I'll show you the mountains here in a second. By the way, that is root beer with pure cane sugar. No high fructose corn syrup.
I forgot the bubbles don't go down with these.
Is that good?
Absolutely.
Whoa, wait.
They almost look like marshmallow bubbles.
You ever wash the dishes and be like, man, I wish I could eat the soap?
No, I've never looked at the soap and said I wanted to eat it.
Why not? Why can't my hair just blow in my face?
Her hair won't cooperate. Is that Buddy's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this over here, if I can get it in the picture right, where are we at? It's kind of hard to see. There we are. Lots of traffic today. That is Greenhorn Mountain. And there's a whole bunch of mountains between that and these guys. Forever Love has your kind of hair too.
Really?
Likes to get in your way, huh, girls?
Yeah. But I sacrificed.
And then, if we look here, all the way to the south, I'm kind of turned backwards, and I hurt my back, so hold on. Is that it? That is Fisher's Peak. It looks much larger in real life. I don't know. No, see, it won't let me zoom in. But that's Fisher's Peak, about on the border of New Mexico. Those are the Spanish Peaks. Those are two mountains. And that's Greenhorn. And all the way up this way is Pikes Peak. So from Colorado Springs, you can see all the way to the New Mexico border. And on really cool days, you can see Taos, New Mexico out there. That's pretty cool. But I'll put you down for a second so I too can enjoy a root beer float.
I only put a tiny bit in there
Thank
so
you.
far.
Cheers, yum.
You're gonna need more.
Mmm. Make yours.
It takes me so much effort to convince Mom to get ice cream.
How's everybody doing today? Yeah, it is super. This is how flat it is around my place. We're just south of where we live. And look at how flat. It's called the high desert plains for a reason. And we're probably 1,000 feet over these plains. We're really glad we don't live down here because it's more like a wind tunnel. There we
It's
go.
a flood basin.
A flood basin, yeah.
It's surrounded by mountains and ridges on all sides.
True.
With the wind tunnel, well, technically we are. All the way down there is a gap between this ridge of hills and the rest of Fisher's Peak.
Yep. Although, yeah, so it is a tunnel.
So that gap blows into here, but majority of this place is a flood basin.
Hi, Devin. How are you? Is that your friend?
I have no idea.
What you're looking at right now is called Greenhorn Mountain in southeastern Colorado. I know they call Pueblo, Colorado, and Colorado Springs, southern Colorado, but they're in the middle of the state, so it's not really southern Colorado. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm from Michigan, where the area where you live at is important.
Mm-hmm.
People from the thumb are way different than people from the middle of Michigan.
Sorry about the traffic, everybody.
We were going to do it at the river, but it was cold.
It was a little too cold in Trinidad to sit at the river and eat ice cream. So we brought you to the expansive area between us and town. And basically all you see is telephone poles, grass, mountains, cactus, and occasionally cars. I actually like driving on this road because you see... Oh, cows, yeah. You see how much traffic there isn't?
We saw a herd of mule deer this morning.
Yes, we did see a herd of mule deer this morning.
Sometimes I don't like taking pictures of nature because I'm like, yeah, this is just for me. Y'all don't get to see shit.
She's so mean. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the view there. Let's see. What if I do this? I'm going to put this up here. No, what if I do this? There, whoops. There we go. That's better. This world is going cuckoo crazy, everybody. We have a person in the White House whose name is mentioned 1,000,000 freaking times in a person's life.
I don't think you need to censor it that bad.
Well, I don't trust.
Everyone's talking about it.
I know, but I don't trust the algorithms or anything like that.
I really don't think they're going to target us of all people. There's millions of people. If they started targeting us, they'd just have to take the whole internet down.
So I can just plainly say Trump's a pedo and his friend not a friend is also a pedo. They could possibly be murderers. We'll find out.
I will say this. If the algorithm messes with this, you are now in the Epstein files. How about that?
Okay, you heard that, algorithm people. Or algorithm
There's your
AI.
Name. Your name's now in it.
Did man down you?
Oh, Vincey wants to show you something, you guys. Okay, hold on. I need 17 hands to do this. Okay, I'm gonna turn you around. Don't tell his dad that we found these today. Wait. I need 18 hands. I lied.
Dad, if
There
you
we
just stop
So
watching.
we will put a short on them. Short. We will not put a short on. We will put a short on YouTube for you. But we found these today for Vincey's dancing outfits. How cool is that? That's super cool, isn't it?
He just needs a sparkly sweater
Yeah.
and gloves and shoes, and then he has the Rock With You Michael Jackson outfit.
Where am I at? I can't see a thing.
But dressing up as Michael Jackson is called cosplay.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
What? It's shining?
Yeah.
Oh, he likes to shine. He put him down in the sun, shined on the sequins.
Mm.
He's probably gonna do rock with you or something, cause
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the cot that's right
that's the
there.
song. That's the song that he likes to. That's the song he likes to sing and dance to a lot. Here comes another one. It's people who put high
Meow.
fructose corn syrup in their
No.
drinks. And it's zero. It says zero on it, which means it has fake sugar too.
It's going to that one lady, the whole truck.
Oh, to that one lady who tried to.
The whole
Yo,
truck. That's what she's spending all her money on.
that's funny. Oh man.
The moral of
Yes.
today's
Yes.
life is stories where people should just mind their business.
You know where people can't mind their business when it comes to children? We're in this situation we're in is because people are like my mother are like, I don't want to be involved. But you saw something. Were you testifying? I don't want to be involved. But you actually seen them be I don't want to be involved.
Why the
And
fuck
now,
not?
right, for real, they can't answer that question whatsoever. Why not to be involved? For sure. I'm gonna take my seatbelt
Well,
off because why not?
your story is just such a big testament to the worst decade for children ever, which sucks because I love disco and I love funk. But holy shit, the 70s were awful. Pedophiles here, there, and everywhere. Children getting murdered and kidnapped all the time. And you know where? In New York.
How about child rape victims? Because I call it what it is. It's rape. It's not just sexual assault. It's out and out rape. And as I was growing up in New York, they called these victims um, loose. Yeah,
Children.
children.
That's the worst decade to be a child in
No, I
my
like when they
opinion.
say an underage person. You mean a child? I'm confused. Do you mean a child?
Yeah.
What is that over there?
I have no idea. I was just what there's. Oh my god! Look down there. It's a groundhog.
Oh, wow. They're so tiny. There
I
wasn't
was
even
like,
no sense moving the camera for that
I
one.
saw it. I was like, is that a rat? Coco, you want to kill a rat in the wild? No,
They're never talking about the children.
no.
And I watch a lot of movies, and what's really been burning my ass is through all the decades, if you report a child missing, their first go-to answer is, "How you know they didn't run away?" Like, who the
How
fuck
many
are
fucking
you?
children
What
ran
kind of
away?
fucking cop are you that you're the first response to a missing child is, "How do you know they didn't run away?"
I was a
Let's
child
find them
that
and go ask them, fucker.
I was a child that threatened that, like a little child. When it comes to little children, quote, what running away, we get halfway down the driveway and get scared. Our dad invites us in for a sandwich, and we go eat a fucking sandwich. There is no that 5-year-old just ran away. Shut the no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And we now have algorithms that when you talk about this stuff, you get shot down, cut out, taken out of, like when you're scrolling through YouTube. I don't know if anyone has ever done this before on your phone. You scrolling, you reach the end, and your brain's like, wait a fucking minute. There are so many people uploading all the time between regular people and TV shows, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Lifetime Movie Network. You mean I went to the end of that list? I only did 5 swipes.
There's no way.
That's how bad the algorithm is. Right now, there's Forever Love is Here, and that's it.
Holy shit, that's cold when I'm eating ice cream.
It is cold when you're eating ice cream, I know.
Well, people always want to talk about we have to teach
Mm-hmm.
the children this, or we can't teach the children that, or we have to teach them this. I'm like, wait, guys. Can we make sure the children stay alive? Is that crazy?
Like forever love said, and there is the victim blaming and protecting of the degenerates. Like, I'm not gonna say that down and dirty Tammy Timmy person, but perfect fucking example. And the men who supported what he said on live, which is if the age is right, they can do whatever they want.
I'm gonna be really for real. And if this gets me hate, I don't care. I love hate. Bring it to me. I dare you. But my problem is men who fetishize teenagers, even as a joke, even if it's just because you had lots of fun as a teenager. You're a pedophile. You need to accept that. Go take a look at yourself and figure out how to change for the better. Because that's not okay. I don't give a shit if you had so much fun as a 16-year-old. You just want to stay in that mentality. You had your hottest girlfriend at 16. I don't give a shit. If you fetishize teenage girls or teenage boys, I don't care. You're a pedophile. I need you to accept that and figure out how to change. Because no child, no teenager will ever be safe in this world unless you guys, who don't act on this desire, you just fetishize it, learn to fucking put your dick in your pants and shut up.
And Forever Love says, what about leaving the children alone? She brings up a really good point because we all know this shit is in our world. And if you're still leaving your fucking children alone, if you're still not vetting who's watching or around your children, as a woman, you're part of the motherfucking problem. I mean, I have two, I hate calling them kids because they're adults now, but I have two of my offspring here, we'll put it that way. Do you remember being left alone?
Not until I was like 12, and that was because you were coming home from Vincey's doctor's appointment. You were like 10 minutes late. That's
Where
it.
was that?
That was before we moved to Louisiana. That's why I said when I was 12. When I was 12 and you were like 10 minutes away from home, you locked the door and I climbed through the ladder. No sooner than I fucking get in my room, you came home.
So not even 10 minutes late. She says they heard you, Colorado, from 1 to 10 in a second. So the algorithm, what can we call Al? Al the sexist pig is the algorithm. Because if the algorithm is withholding any speak about any social problem,
That's a little too much. That's not a fun name. We gotta think of a.
We
fun
need to
name.
think of a
You
funner
just
name.
let
Okay,
me think,
okay, Al, you're just gonna have to hold on a second.
Like when my phone starts
Exactly.
acting up,
Anyone over 18 to 18 and under person is an elderly person.
teenagers still look like children to me, and I'm only 22, and I would never. I would look.
She
at
was just asked the other day, are you a kid?
No.
I'm 22.
You look like a child, and I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna have a round face. And
When
I get
she
shy.
was 14 or 15, we were standing in a line in Trinidad, and a sperm bank was standing next to me. That's the best thing I could call him because fucking pissed me off. And remarked about my good looking daughter. And I turned to him and I'm like, yeah, she's 13.
No, your average looking.
They just deleted her
daughter.
comments. They deleted her comments and now they're saying there's 0101. There are 5 likes, but 0 for one person.
Pussies, stand on business. If you're gonna say something, say it with your full chest. Pussy, say it with your full chest, son.
Hiding behind an algorithm is such a pussy way
I don't
of
just
controlling people's speech.
no. Just don't delete your comment. Say if you're gonna say it, let me read it.
Yeah,
Okay, bitch. Don't
yeah,
just fucking. Mm-mm.
yeah.
You give me a chance to respond if you feel the need to say something. That's what I'm saying.
100%. And they keep throwing this, hey, you wanna ask a question answer session? No, motherfucker. I want you to get off my free speech. Everybody's speech is free in the world. The permissions have just been given over to people that are in control and want to control, because we were not given the voice box to make these words, to have others control it. I don't care where you live in this fucking world. Humans don't have the right to take the rights away from other fucking humans.
Yeah, someone was talking about how men gave women rights they didn't deserve, and I was like,
And we got
when
into a battle.
when did we not deserve to vote in a country we live in? When did we not deserve to have a say in the anatomy that is in our physical body all the time?
And if we look in history and just modern history, since really men have been major in a majority sense controlling what's going on in all these countries. If this is where we're at in 2026, exactly. That's exactly what argument Forever Love. I'm so glad you said that. She said, "Who the hell are they even to give it?" They were nobody to take it, and you're nobody to give it. And believe me, I'm speaking about a conversation I had with another woman. So let's talk about that. What do you call those women, Nydia?
Male-centered women.
Male-centered women.
Who's every? It's like let's look at it this way. Let's say we're reading a novel, okay, and your main character is a woman. Does that woman's whole plot line in this book, that isn't a romance book, have anything to do with a man? If so, male-centered women. She moves her whole life for a man. She does all this for a man. All these
Changes
problems about
herself.
a
I
man.
have family
Changes
members.
herself for a man. These are male. For me, I've seen it more often in a friend that would rather talk about all the different kinds of boyfriends she's had than actually sit down and have any conversation. Any conversation other than that. Her main thing was she dates a lot.
Yes.
And the worst part is you would take these women out to a club to dance, and those women would ditch you for a man to go home with.
And we're talking the type of women whose lives are supported by men. I get why they think the way they do, but I don't.
They can't shun
I
others.
yeah, shunning others, like, I'm an independent bitch. I'm a fucking independent woman. I had a very difficult upbringing and realized that if I don't do for me and mine, ain't nobody else going to, which includes protecting them.
You have the funnest description of being a single mom in your early 20s in the 90s and funding your way of going to college and your kid's life. That's the funnest way I like to phrase it to my friends. She lived a sitcom, guys. Stop.
But I was hell on wheels. I was not one to be trifled with.
That would have been a damn good sitcom.
Yes, you can wind up oh man, you're absolutely right. We live in an indoctrinated system which instills fear in people, and particularly women, quote unquote, without men. Like, I've had this cocksucker in Trinidad. His name is Clay, and that's all I'm going to say. Anyone who listens to this who's familiar and already knows.
She's Dr. Seuss. Don't take it serious. You didn't hear it from here.
He's a piece of shit trying to act like he's some kind of uh, pastor of some kind, pastor to the homeless, blah blah blah. He don't give a fuck about nobody's story unless he can sell it. And I've caught him. I've called him out on it. I've called out the news agencies that have printed that shit. Who the hell you think? I have called the people of those stories he actually spoke about and been like, yeah. Feel like you've been hit by a truck called Clay?
I
Because I
just,
have.
I just feel like it's too easy to not be an
Yeah.
asshole. You know what I mean? It's too easy to not
It's almost
have
like
emotions.
it's almost like the doctors, the scientists, whoever the fuck the mouthpieces call themselves are like, well, this is human nature. And so many times I battle with my friend a lot, over this very category is what they are portraying is not fucking human nature. Because if that was human nature, we'd never make it to this point.
Well, to be honest, I just don't believe in the worst of people. I believe in the best of people. And it for me, because we're sitting on a timeline so extraordinarily vast, we can't possibly comprehend how we got to this point. So many factors weigh in, but the two biggest problems are women were against other women and men were against other men. That brought us at odds with both other groups, and now everyone just fucking hates each other.
Well, I like how modern people like to spout what's happening in the world as accurate and historically accurate because then I do get my feathers ruffled. I'm like, okay, if we're going to talk about what's going on in the world, let's bring in the indigenous of all the countries. Of all the countries, there were first and foremost indigenous, naturally living human beings. And you know what they didn't do on a day to day basis? Fight. You know what they didn't do on a day to day basis? Tear each other down.
That goes for everybody
I
on every
mean,
continent, including Europeans. At some point, we were all living in the exact same way of being. Whether you're a king or a chief, there was peace at some point. Now there's not.
Forever Love says, first, gross was leaving your friends for a dude in a club. Absolutely.
It's a pandemic. You could look it up about misinterred
Absolutely.
men and
Actually,
friends.
and men do it to other men too. And in some of these cases, particularly in Louisiana. Was it Louisiana? No.
No, it was
Texas?
Houston.
Houston? These bars are next to this deep body of water, more like a channel. And a guy would go missing from the group. The group would be like, must have got laid or something, let alone guy's dead. Why? Because their friends left the guy. Didn't go searching for him. They could have found him that very fucking night.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how people think that the world is so safe. Like in 2026, you still think the world is safe? You not seen Dateline ever? Everyone's seen Dateline.
Well, listen, part of the problem is grifting for shit. You're right, Forever Love. What comes to mind actually is Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. Because um I mean, who goes to a hotel room for a job interview? I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. And if you think that's okay to go to a hotel room for a job interview,
I get
wow.
desperation as an artist. You really want to get seen and stuff, but
Yeah,
of
but they
course,
all say
well,
the same.
the
Hold on,
thing,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but they all say the same thing. I just wanted to rub elbows with people. I
yeah.
just wanted to get, a little step. They all say,
Well,
except the victims of
yeah,
Epstein. These people were trafficked off the street. These women mainly were
yeah.
trafficked off the street. But that's why I picked Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein because they went for a set of women that they could easily get to. And that's because these women wanted something so bad
Well, there's
they're
also
willing to cross the line and go somewhere private for a freaking job interview.
well, I was about to say there's those kinds of women, and then there will always be a large big percentage of women that their brain just couldn't handle it, and they blame themselves before they blame the rapist, and those usually are the bigger percentages of suicides. And at the end of the day, I absolutely 110% believe there are men that choose willingly to not stop other men.
Yes, yes, 100%.
In all of these forms, be it these men's fathers or grandfathers or teachers or cops or just friends in general, there are men that see other men do this and choose to look the other way
I have
around.
a whole family full of them.
I blame the
Luckily,
men
they're all
first.
passing at this point, and I'm hoping that their generations who saw the same thing their parents did
When your
would
mom
not
dies.
let that happen to their own children, which is why I live 2,000 miles away from them, because that was not a guarantee when I became an adult that they would be protecting our children. So I freaking left.
When your
Uh,
mom dies, we're gonna do ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. We're gonna do that when your mom dies.
my mother is a victim blamer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
She's a victim blamer. I'm never gonna forget that because it didn't come out straight away. It was after another family member confronted the issue and she continued it that I actually saw my mother through the true color. She's one of the women we're talking about. Forever Love said, she does too, hotboxing. Got me in a lot of trouble. Never stop listening to what your body tells you. Which is when it's not to trust, don't find a reason to trust. We listen to Reddit, people who read Reddit stories, and we no longer got done with the conversation coincidentally. And one of our content creators made something about that very subject of accepting something while they were dating that they no longer wanted to accept because they wanted to sexual relationship to continue because that's really we didn't find any other benefit but there was a sexual relationship going on.
Yeah.
And so people will accept the stupidest freaking things just to have someone in their life. And you know why the indigenous send their teenagers on a quest?
You explain to them. Don't ask me. Tell them.
um so number one, to test their skills, of course, that's like, but a more parental thought process is so that your child is okay or learns to be okay with being alone.
I call it being well adjusted. It takes a lot of time to get there, but if you're a well adjusted child, then you usually don't have a problem with these things. You manage it in a very efficient way. And
Yes.
my biggest problem with families is the concept of a nuclear family. When I learned about that in health class, which was weird, by the way, the concept of a perfect family is redundant because the statistics of you having a perfect family doesn't make any fucking sense.
And I've seen people come out of perfect families, and you know what? They were the biggest shits I've ever met in my fucking life.
There's more to do than just racking up the certain amount of what you want, getting a place to put them all at, getting a job to fund that place, getting those kids to adult. Like there's way more to that than just doing the step by step process of this is what you're supposed to do.
I like what Forever Love says. We used to say, together out, together home. That you really, that, and I don't think that's per country or per culture. Like, in the 70s and 80s, a lot of crap was happening. If we think a lot of crap's happening now, shit. I didn't go down alleyways or shortcuts, things like that. So yeah, if you all agree to that, never ever ever should, oh well, I thought they met someone, ever be said out of somebody's mouth. You either know where they're going or you don't. And if you don't bother to check, that says more about you than that now individual person who's now at more risk because they're not with the group that they trusted to go out with.
Like
Oh, I hate that.
like I said, what did I say?
Yes.
What the fuck did I say? Hold on, how much is this candy?
Okay, I'm gonna read this. Forever Love says there's nothing, no such thing as perfect, only imperfectly perfect. And it's from all ages, this awful crap. Yes, and I'm not perfect. I've been telling it to my kids since they've been born.
I remember
I'd
what
be
you
like, oh,
said.
you're so cute. Mommy's not perfect. Don't expect it. You know, I'm just making a joke here, guys. But for
I was
real,
about to say you didn't say that shit. I remember.
no, but I've said I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not right all the time. I like to learn when I'm wrong. I don't like being shouted at, criticized, put down, drugged through the mud. What we all went through on YouTube with that one group that infiltrated everybody changed everything.
To be
Because
honest, I was coming out of high school drama when that happened and drama with Gwen. So when it came down to that shit, I was like, really? You guys are like 42.
acting worse
And
than
you're
high
acting
schoolers.
like you're
Yo,
13.
yo, to see some of these people get lambasted by some trolls in, in the chat was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. There was one. There was one that pissed Paul off, Z off, and quite a few other of them.
Oh, these went after everybody.
D's.
These even went after freedom. These
Yeah.
like, don't.
Hi, Hamid. How are you?
One
Welcome to our chat.
One thing you gotta know is that science got one thing right. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And that goes for your actions as a human being. And I am no longer the kind of person that says, I won't be their karma. No, I'll take the hit if it's not true, but I will be your karma. So if you got something to say it. If you're gonna do something,
yeah. So I'm a fan of that too.
do it in
Like,
my fucking face.
but
though.
I won't walk up to somebody's door and knock on it to cause trouble. What drama, Hamid? What rock did you just come out of? I'm just kidding. There's a lot of drama in the human race, man. And you know why I left New York? Would be outside. That doesn't look good, does it?
What? What are you looking at?
The big cloud over there.
It looks like it's on the military, so I won't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we're all the way over here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're not.
Phew, that's a little too close for comfort.
I know, but it's still on their property. They're probably doing it because it's going.
Yeah, we weren't creating the drama. There were people going around YouTube creating drama in other people's channels.
Well, it's just the same as it was when StreamYard first came out. So
Yeah.
people were really excited talking to each other, and we were just like 4 or 5 channels of people that rotated talking to each other, just stoners hanging out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, things got overly political, and for some reason, it always whittles down to we're the men, we're the women.
Hamid wants
I
to
hate
know.
you.
Hamid wants to know what is your
Why?
favorite meme?
What's my favorite meme? God, that's a loaded question.
There are so many. I mean, this one recently, it was who was that cartoon character with the glasses?
Oh shit! Asking me at a bad time.
PBS dude.
Arthur.
Arthur. It showed Arthur with his glasses off, and it was a meme about Trump and his escapades with his friend, not so friend, lover Epstein.
I love so many memes. I can't even think of one that I quote. Let me think.
I just put a little.
I like anything from the 1970s Thomas the Tank Engine where they're mad and it always says Thomas is about to fuck up this guy or something. Those are my favorite memes.
She's a PBS kid. I like to just put statements out like, if you're gonna tap dance with the devil, you can't complain about the song that's on.
That's not a meme.
I don't care.
I'm not saying
it could be made into a meme, can it? I am not from your generation.
I know.
Don't even try me.
It's not even like I can bother explaining it to you because even I don't get it. I just know what is and isn't to me.
What's the other one I had you put on besides that I just said?
And remember that one time we screenshotted a Zach Bagans show and put our own caption on it?
Yeah.
Put a few different caption on it?
Yeah.
That was a meme.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't put a stupid picture to it. Whatever.
Mama, that's still not the point.
Arthur that has a logic about hearing what his headset with his head, not with his ears.
I like Arthur. The only PBS
Yeah, they're
shows
PBS
that
kids, so I don't know. You might be picking a fight with the wrong person.
Cartoons is my livelihood, son. Don't
I'm
go
not a
there.
cartoon person. I've watched some cartoons in my youth. Wow, the military got something. I'm on fire over there.
The funniest thing is you get Fred Flintstone jokes,
But we're
you
over
just won't
here,
watch it.
right?
Yeah, we're all the way around on the other side of that ridge.
Okay,
so-
that's super scary though.
Yeah, that's back. That's.
I mean, do
That's
you even
more-
call the fire people
They
on the
probably-
military
they probably
base?
can see it.
Yeah.
If we can see it, they can see it. Unless it gets bigger than that, which the thickness of the one big strand is gone. So.
Well, it was tiny before, and now it's enormous.
Well, now it's getting windblown.
Good Lord.
It's
How
all right.
How
It's
long? We've been
there.
on here 41 minutes,
That's
so.
more than likely in their own camera.
All right, I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay.
Fires out here are
I can't
dangerous
see
because you see all this
squat.
dry grass and shit. It just fucking
Can
takes
I
the
zoom
flame
in?
like nobody's
Yeah,
business.
can you see that cloud over there? It's really hard to see. There's a cloud. It's Kismet here. Hi, Kismet. How you doing?
Hey.
So there's a cloud like right there, right there. There's a smoke cloud. And you can't see, but we live on ridges like right out here, back behind these hills.
Yeah, we're.
So to us, that's
That's still not close to our house.
I know, but from there to the, I mean, the wind's blowing the wrong direction, but that's scary. How are you doing, Kismet? It's great to see you here. We've already eaten our root beer floats. They were delicious. They were made with sugarcane soda and non-high fructose ice cream.
It's pretty easy to find these days. Just look extra hard because the taste difference is pretty drastic. And plus, I'm a Mexican. I'm a stand by cane sugar. Okay, that's. Don't.
The kids didn't even know what I was talking about until I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this stuff. There's no way I'm gonna eat this stuff.
Well, right when you said that was when I was starting to.
That's funny.
What the hell are you laughing
He
at?
said, whoa, this place is nearly like we are in a Western cowboy movie. Where are you at?
This
It's
is
in the
Southern
name,
Colorado.
son. My channel's called Creating a Homestead in Colorado. Like,
Also, by the way, Westerns are only cool if you're already a cowboy with a cool mustache.
yeah.
As a northerner, what the hell are you guys talking about cowboy shit? Y'all don't dress for the fucking winter. You wear jeans. No layers.
Oh, do you have diabetes, Kismet? One of the problems is we get low blood sugar. And these fake sugars, first of all, they hurt my belly. But second of all, because it's tricking your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricking your body thinking it's got the proper sugar in it, but they're not real sugars. So then it sends your pancreas into like, what do I do?
Really, when it comes to losing weight, it's not so much of cutting things out, in my opinion. It's just like what they teach you in school. You have to have the right portions of every food group. They're not wrong in that sense. Maybe the chart is wrong.
Ah,
but
gotcha.
They're not
Hold
wrong
up,
in that
hold up.
way.
Kismet Cat lives in Michigan. Shut the front door.
Oh, what? I'm from Michigan. She born me there.
And
She
guess
got me
what?
out there.
Guess what, Kismet? We have layers on. And it's like 60-some degrees right now, but we have layers on.
We always leave wearing layers. Even in summer.
Yeah.
There's at least a tank top plus a fucking t-shirt.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Pancreatic issue, not diabetes. They are
Mm.
different. I appreciate it, and I will indeed correct my knowledge on that. That you're
Yeah,
very right.
mom. Correct yourself. Yeah, I do agree with
Yes,
that. Diet
yes.
is different for everyone,
Oh
but
my
overall,
God.
why is that guy's shit
I
open?
don't know, but I'm glad I'm not behind him. I just saw something today. Good old science. Um, People have annihilated many species, and the one species of living things that most people don't talk about is plants. And there was a plant that was like gold 2,000 years ago, and people over consumed it to the point of death, and they regrew it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna make me sad. You
No,
know,
science has regrown it. They didn't give us the goddamn seeds. Come
well,
on,
of
let's
course
get this
not.
right. Science has regrown
Hey,
it.
man.
But what I want to talk about are the vegetarian people. I'm gonna get caught up on the chat in a second. The vegetarian people are always like, I can't eat anything with a face. I can't eat anything with a heartbeat. I can't eat anything that's not what bleeding. And I got to say, stop killing our plants. Eat like your body, not your brain, tells you to eat. And when your teeth are teeth like a human being's, then your food should encompass every one of the things available to eat. I'm not saying indulge or overindulge or anything like that. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's the right
saying,
proper
do your
balance.
goddamn research.
I
If
just
it's a medical issue, I get it. I can't eat beef. But I found something else to replace the protein need of a person, living at elevation where there's less oxygen, stuff like that. Yeah, the vegan teacher, she went after one of our favorite YouTube people, and that's what got me, like, pretty pissed
I
off.
just don't. I don't want to talk about plants
Hold
because
on, I gotta read this. Go
okay,
ahead, though.
read it. You know, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you didn't see this. Ready?
Ow!
Okay.
I don't want to talk about plants because I cry about the amount of trees that they've killed on this country. I cry about it. Mom watched
She
me
did
cry about it,
cry.
and I couldn't stop crying because it still might still make me cry. It makes me so
Hey, there went
sad.
our water guy. Um, yeah, the diabetes. We get low blood sugar. So no one's been diagnosed with diabetes in my family, but we do get low blood sugar, and it tells in our attitude every damn morning.
All the time, actually. That's why we always have candy or something.
Yes, and the natives continue to fight for this land through all the atrocities that have been put upon them for 200, I would say 500 years. Um, because when they landed in Puerto Rico, it was in the
When
1500s.
I'm 35, y'all should vote for me for president. I'll give the land back.
And still fight to this day. They recently have broken dams down, and people were bitching about that. And I'm like, cry me a river, stop fucking with the water. Like, you're screwing the water because it's not allowed to flow in its natural way. You, as a society that's got a hunger that can never be fed. Anywho, um, I'm gonna have to look up the plant, and if I can find it, I will show you. I will share it on my community page. We go back and forth from needing jokes and not needing jokes, so get in where you fit in. Um, that's why no one, Kiznakat, you're so right. We each have specific vessel issues based on the birth chart. We can find it on birth. You're so right, and that's why nobody should be telling anybody else how and what to eat. But the vegans, they don't just want to choose a different diet.
Well,
They want others to bend the will. I've heard horrible
they're just
stories.
not standing up for the right thing. If you want to stand up for ethical killing, cleaning, and making of meat processes in America. I'm with you. I stand for the same thing. All slaughterhouses should be clean facilities. All animals being treated for this thing should be cleaned. You should make sure that
Mm-hmm.
the penicillin in your animals is fully gone when you kill it and you can eat it. If you're standing up for that, that makes sense. If you're standing up for animal abuse, that makes sense. If you don't want anyone else to eat meat, that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
People need meat.
And we're not against vegetarians. We're against browbeaten
I
people.
don't give a fuck what you put in your body.
We're against people who browbeat others and force their ideas on others. It could be vegetarian. It could be what colors you wear.
You might
I
only
mean,
eat
you
fried
freaking name it.
chicken.
People are telling other people what to do. F four wheels. Four wheels.
Wheels.
Wheels. Smoke it
Four
if you
wheels?
got it. I mean, that's how we roll.
We've been
Jimmy Jim 1C, can you please tell her in the background? Yo, Jimmy. Yo. We don't play that game here.
This is my idea.
Did he say another thing? Hold on. I am not censoring the comments. I have not censored one. I'm just getting caught up right now.
If the moderators censor you, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's
If
what
the
they're there
moderator
for.
sent you, too fucking bad.
Cry about it. Go to a different life.
As a matter of fact, they're moderators for a reason. There we go. Now you got two to deal with. I've tried different diets. Now, I don't have an average. I'll put this back up here. I'm pretty caught up now. I don't have an average digestive system. It has been harmed as along with my body in my childhood. So there's some things I absolutely cannot do and should not do. And this is why I get quite offended when other people are like, well, if your body's that sensitive, maybe you should stop eating meat. Maybe if you're that concerned, maybe you could start asking me questions to see what my status on meat is before you freaking dictate to me what I should and shouldn't eat.
I just feel like people have never seen you go to the hospital because of how bad you get food poisoning. So I don't think they really care when you say you
Yeah.
can't eat something
Oh, I
because
forgot. Look, that is. Hold on, let me move this so it can focus. That's Fisher's Peak in the background right there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done. Let's see. Say one more thing, Jimmy, and I'll just block you because I really don't give a shit. Kismet Cat lived in Springs. Holy shit, are you fucking kidding?
Really?
She lived in Springs and is Michigan. We lived in Michigan and is in Colorado. That is super funny.
If you left Colorado for any of the reasons I know Colorado, I understand.
No, I'm not. I'm not Capricorn. I am Libra,
And I'm an Aquarius
and he's a Scorpio.
for some reason.
Again, Hamid, you may have jokes, but if you can't find a moment to fit it in, then it's obviously not appropriate. And I'm not here having a conversation to correct everybody in the chat here, you and Jimmy. I'm not even doing that. If you want to act like a high schooler, this is not made for kids. It's already in the description. Not made for kids. And now I'm pissed, so I don't give a shit. You can knock all day at the door. I'm not going to answer it.
All right, calm down. We're just going to ignore you if you start being extraordinarily stupid, okay? I'm real tired. If you're funny, then be funny. If it's not funny, then it's not funny.
Kismet, I have My moon is in Libra, and I think my son's in Libra, and I think two other houses of mine are in Libra because I did my own chart when I had one of them fancy dancy books. So for me, balance is important. And if you can't be part of the balance, then you got to get trucking somewhere else.
I've not done my chart, but maybe not the same way. So I'm curious to see where my shirt is at.
Libra the librarian, huh? My father's a Cancer and my mother is a Capricorn, and it was a volatile situation. So when people are like certain signs should go with certain signs, I again fall back on the human body and the instinct of it all.
Here's my joke. Damn, girl, your father's awful. He must be a Cancer the way he should be cut out from your life.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
We are both there.
Yes, we are.
We're Wimby.
For Libra is all about the balance. And I didn't know, coming out of both my parents' house, I didn't know shit, first of all. Second of all, I didn't know why I wasn't feeling outside of my experience in life. I just wasn't feeling on kilter instead of off kilter. Get it? On kilter. And years later, I just met someone, and we had kids that were 2 days apart, same year, and we were just curious. Like, I got a boy and you got a girl, and they're both Taurus. And what does Taurus mean? And hey, what's our? And we just happened upon this used book that I don't know how we got for free, and it was an astrology do your own chart book.
Damn, I wish you still had it.
Me too. And I learned a lot about myself and balance. If someone's throwing my balance off and I can't get them to see the light of day, then I have to remove myself or remove them. I'm really good
That's
at
true.
removing them.
You know what's funny, Mom? An Aquarius is an air sign, and it's also called the water bear. Do you know what that is? A cloud.
Well, get your ass up there and give us some water. What you doing?
Well,
You on holiday or
no,
something?
just think
I'm
about
just
it.
kidding.
For one, I am a crybaby. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for an Aquarius, but I am. So I therefore bear water.
So I didn't really believe a lot in
And I'm airheaded.
astrology. But when we did our charts and when we looked up Taurus and when our children were born, there was so much accuracy in what we were reading that's how I went deeper. Like, I went deeper into the book. I didn't just do a surface chart. Like, I went into all the houses and stuff. And holy crap, I at least am able to manage my mentality when the balance does go off, so that it doesn't take me down hook, line, and sinker.
I am right. I am weird.
She is weird too.
I weirded my mom out, and she raised me.
Oh,
I weirded my dad out, and I'm more like my dad than anything.
I don't know if this is true for all Aquariuses, but my daughter here would come home and want to have a pretty wildly adult conversation, like under 10. And on other days, I'd be 3 sentences in the conversation and not know what we're talking about. And my fourth sentence would be, are we going down a fantasy road I don't want to be on? How would I say it?
Yeah, stop taking me down this road.
Yeah, stop taking me down this road. I do not want to be down this road.
Oh, hey, these are the pants from the thrift store that we found were hemmed from someone that was short.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
We thrive on our strangeness. We absolutely do, because we don't like the labels. we don't like being put in a box and told um you have to be that way.
My brain is too out of. My brain is off in a different country. You can't put me in a box. My head is not just in the clouds; it's in the stratosphere. Okay.
It's fantastic when our heads are in the clouds, though,
Yeah.
because we're up on a mountain. We're on a mountain above this prairie, and it's cool when our heads are in the clouds and we come down and we're like, oh shit, that was a cloud up there at home. Because it doesn't, it looks kind of like fog, but it's not fog. Fog
Hmm.
settles to the ground, whereas a cloud is just something that passes through the air right in front of you.
Yeah, it's weird. It is magical though. I like living up here as an Aquarius. You're with the clouds. You get all sorts of weird shit all the time. Like right, I'm still watching Greenhorn. Like, is that breaking up? Is it
It is breaking up.
developing? What the fuck is happening over there?
It almost looked like it was developing. Oh, that's how I made it straight. A little bit ago, but now, if I can stop screwing with the camera, can I zoom in anymore? No, freaking phone. You can almost see it clearly.
No, not
Hi there,
Texas.
Final Destination. Hi
Final
there.
Destination 41.
Oh,
God
not
damn.
Area 51 either. No. Yo, I won't even watch the last movie because after the first three, I was done with Final Destination. Like, if I meet my maker, I want to be unknown, surprised. I don't want to see all the
They're
scenarios in the
they're
movie.
they're really
They're
funny though.
scary. They were scary.
No, but let's just say you're already stoned and you walk in to go check on your brother and you're just sitting there like, hey, what are you watching? And out of nowhere, this lady gets fucking impaled by I don't even know what, and it's a Final Destination clip. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. God. I don't think I'd watch a full movie, but those clips out of nowhere sped up real fast.
Yo, I know they're good movies. I know they're well made, but like my brain was like, damn, can we get a fucking good ending once? But it's in the movie title. No.
Didn't you have Final Destination 1 through 6? I thought you had, or 5. I think it was 1
Well,
through
we bought the
5.
movies because at first it wasn't bad, but after it's too many. It was too many for me. It's just like Saw movies.
No,
Enough is enough of that dark brain, you
I
know?
don't like that they were so realistic. I want them to be more outlandish. I don't want to worry about logging trucks for real, for real. Why couldn't you just be like an ice cream truck exploded and a cone went through some guy's eye? Be silly. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why I like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Just be goofy and scary. I'll
It
enjoy it for
depends on
both
what kind of
reasons.
old you are that would suck. There's some older people that don't suck at all. I don't like the gore either. I really like a good story told. And at first, I was really sucked into the good story told. But it just got a little,
I like it. I
yeah.
have two enjoyments. I have one an emotional horror movie where you can walk away going, "Yep, that was a good movie." And two, a funny horror movie that should not have 6 movies, but for some reason it has 6 movies in the franchise. And it's so stupid. And if you know that I'm talking about Children of the Corn, high five. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And Hellraiser. Why? 11 movies.
Okay. Um, I'm done with that. Yeah, out, pal. I am so done with that. Um, I'm a Stephen King person. Anne Rice, Dean Koontz, James Patterson was okay.
I don't
Even when I
know.
look for movies, if it doesn't have a good story, I'm not watching it. It could be a F movie, terrible acting. But if the story's there I'm gonna finish the
That's
story.
why I watch telenovelas with English subtitles, because the acting bad, the jokes out of nowhere, the editing worse, but the story, you do want to see if Maria gets that man or not.
Why's it gotta be Maria?
Because
Should be Barbara.
it's always it's a telenovela.
Oh, that's why, right? It's
I don't
always
watch
the Maria.
normal soap operas. They take that shit too seriously. I hated Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, Jurassic Park too, for real. That went on a little too long. It's just
Yeah,
like Jason in Manhattan.
but-
Like, stop it.
But I watched Jurassic Park for the dinosaurs, not the people.
What's Jason do? Taking his subway to the next murder?
Yeah.
Is he hailing a taxi?
No, it's you hear ambient subway noise, but also
Oh no, dude. The worst moment of my
so
life.
funny.
Oh my freaking God. I've had a lot of moments in my life that were really, really bad. But the one that me and my brothers all had together, which was really hard to overcome. So in the midst of chaos of a catastrophically abusive childhood, me and my brothers were in this hotel room. My parents were getting back together because my mother didn't get hit enough, apparently. So we're in this hotel room. I don't know what time of year it is. It had to be Friday the 13th or something. I don't know if it was Halloween. I really don't remember. I was 12. But the radio was left on. And when we were told lay down and don't move, like, we seriously didn't move. Like, abuse is abuse, you know? This freaking song came on the damn radio. And what? You get up and shut the radio off. No, you get up and shut the radio off. I'm not getting in trouble. There's three of us. You get up and shut
Did
the
you
radio.
even see
I
the
don't
movie,
even
or
know
was the
if
noise just scary?
the noise enough. We never seen the movie. The noise enough
Damn.
because it was dark. This is when the streetlights went out and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is in 1982. I don't know if any of us shut the radio off. It was an absolutely horrible moment in my time.
God, man. So you and Glenn now have two traumatic tied to horror movie moments.
And I went on to watch Freddy too, but I didn't go all the way to Manhattan because the story was okay until what? What are you going to tell me next? Freddy versus Godzilla? I mean,
Godzilla would
Jason versus Godzilla?
Smoke that motherfucker. No chance. Zero possibility.
The word dinosaur didn't exist before the 1800s. They were always called dragons.
I fuck with that, honestly. Let's bring that back. I'm here for check.
Ah, that was funny.
I like that. I'm doing
And
that.
gad is the word for sword. Reptile and Polish pronounce God. Fight or flight of brain sits wrap on back of brain, tail on spine.
We've been smoking too much weed. to
We've been
understand what that
smoking.
said.
Yeah, that
But,
was the hard one. I can't wrap my head around that
I'm
one. Sorry, because
I'm sticking with dragons, Mom. You're not gonna change me back
I wonder
to
what the
dinosaurs.
indigenous called them.
Dragons.
There's so many freaking questions I have about the indigenous all over. And I'm half white, guys. I'm half Puerto Rican
That's
and I'm
right.
half white.
That's why we're sticking with dragons for the
And
dinosaurs.
I have tried to search for indigenous culture in the European nation. And it's either my country preventing us from seeing it, which is an extraordinarily wonderful possibility of truth.
Big possibility.
or it hasn't been passed down, and that would be a horrific possibility.
Well, like I said, before extreme structured religion is what I call it. Extreme structured religion and extreme control. I believe everyone everywhere, including Europeans, lived pretty fucking nice. lives. They were
Yes.
chilling.
Kismet, if you come to Colorado, you have to contact me, okay?
You want a pig?
We just had piglets, guys.
You want a puppy?
Forever love, we love you so much. I hope you have a very wonderful day.
Yeah.
We're a little over time, so you're not going to miss much.
No.
And we'll have a live again because we like to BS and have fun. And
We're bored. We got shit
we had to let the
do.
car cool down, so you know.
It's not growing time yet.
Fire.
It's not growing. It's not garden time yet. But guess what? I did see buds on the trees.
Our trees are alive.
Our trees are alive. The ones inside are a little pissed at us, but we
I don't give a
hope
shit.
we can turn that shit around a little bit.
I'll force them to live.
I'm glad you caught us too. Are you in the UP? Holy crap, lady. Are you seriously in the UP?
Oh, is it pretty there in the fall? I always
Oh,
heard it
man.
was pretty there in the fall. I always wanted to go when I was in Michigan, but I knew it was rich people land.
Kinda. Well, yeah, and you have to cross a big bridge that is known to be shut down. So that's not a place we ventured. I have been to Canada though. I went from Detroit, which crosses over into Canada, and drove straight to New York because I didn't know. Still to this day, the whole reason I've never left the country is because of the reputation that is held in other countries against America because of politics, right?
At least
So when I
specifically.
left, I just wanted to go the back way one time into New York. Coming into New York was stunning. Going through Canada, it was trees. I mean, there was no stores, there was nothing. It was like, they're like, where are you going? To New York. You plan on stopping? Nope. I won't need gas, will I? He's like, nope. I'm like, then no, I'm not stopping. He's like, all right, see you later. Yeah.
I do miss how Northerners just talk to each other. It was nice.
Did you
Like
get a
with that
video
here.
of that? Because if you did, I want to watch it. Her pup chased the two does in her backyard today before she came on here.
Aww.
We saw like 6 does,
Aw,
mule
puppy.
deer, crossing the road on the way. The one was standing in the middle of the road up on our dirt road, and I'm like, what is that in the middle of the road?
I just love nature. I could cry.
I love nature too. I love it,
like
love it,
living
love
out
it.
here in the middle of nowhere where I have no neighbors because sometimes you can hear an owl in the morning and sometimes you can hear deer.
Yeah, the bluebirds out here like scream.
That's exactly what they
Seriously.
sound like.
They are so loud. They're not like the pretty bird. We have pretty birds out here.
We have
But it's
pretty
not the
sounding birds.
bluebird. And it's not a blue jay. It is a blue bird. And it screams.
Yeah, it's the Colorado bluebird. And I know it's because I need bird seed to get songbird out here.
Am I not seeing someone's comment? Because you said orange rump. I think that's Trump. And you said they all are. So am I high or did I just miss something? Huh. This sounds like an interesting conversation, and I'm missing part of it.
I don't know.
Are you lost?
Yeah,
I'm lost,
I'm
too.
just thinking about all the shit I have to do to clean my house up from the dogs today.
Yeah, we got to get going. It's been an hour, and that means we got to get going.
And we had all the ice cream, and Coco got some.
We
ice cream.
did the root beer floats.
So
Yeah,
did my Coco.
delicious, delicious. Hold on, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on while I can.
This is my Coco.
Hold on. Coco,
This is my Coco.
Coco, say hi to everybody in
Say
YouTube land.
hi, Coco. This is my
Can you
Coco.
say hi? You want to lick it? You want to lick it?
Lick it,
Do you want to lick it?
Coco.
Say have a good day, everybody. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Bubby.